Hello, friends! Who's gonna join me this morning? I needed to change the time last night, just updating a little bit of the time, whatever time you're watching this. So let me get closer so I see who is joining us. Maureen, always our first member to show up and just say good morning. Hello, good morning. So I needed to teach our class at 8 today. That's why there was a friend asking for help. So I went to do it, and that's why I needed to change the time. So who else is there? Hi, Monica. Hope life is going good, right? We're starting to get more into the okay, is that how our life's gonna be forever? If it is, let's buy some more wine. Just kidding. Oh yes, hello lovely ladies. So any requests today, guys? You're the first ones. You can always have the first bids. I can always change the practice why you ask for anything. If you need more help with your knees, with your hips, with your necks, just always give me for the next class. If you feel like, Natalia, can you focus on this next week? I can always bring some more stuff, okay? All right. First time outside of the gym. First time you outside of the gym. No, it's not the first time. It's not the first time. I've been working in the studio where I work. It's just a few people, because I have the control. I clean before, I clean after, and we're using masks. We have the windows open. We have a lot of air filters and stuff that kind of recycles the air. So it's a very small environment. It's not like a gym. So I've been teaching there just once, sometimes twice a week, but usually it's all online that I'm doing. All right, did I answer your question? So let's get started. Anything? Sore back of legs? All right, so for your legs, in your back, always, shoulders. Anything else that you want to work? Mavis, Mui, hi, good morning, Coco. Yes, it is important. All right, we're gonna start then. We're gonna start here sitting. You can sit in one of your pillows or one of your blocks. I think the majority of you already that takes this class got some blocks, right? If you don't have those bolsters, that's also fine. You can use pillows, but you already know that, right, guys? All right, we're gonna start sitting. We're gonna start focusing the breath. You're gonna start to focus in how your body is in comparison with the earth, how you feel grounded with whatever you touching the floor. Your sit bones, maybe your legs are also there. If you need to do some practice as sitting down, if you need a chair, you can use that too, right? All right, lovely ladies, let's start our practice. You can have your hands down. I advise people to have their hands down if it feels like if you are too overwhelmed, okay? This is the feeling inside of you that is too much things going on and you can hardly close your eyes. Put your palms down so that cools a little bit more of the system. And then having your hands up is if you feel like sluggish and very tired. If it's just when you wake up you feel like, oh, it's gonna be a tired day today. And it's okay Sunday, so you can just lay down and relax. Some of us can do that, right? So you do what feels good with your hands, and you comfortably let your arms and shoulders relax. Let the back of your neck relax. Let your face, and then inviting the breath into the belly, inviting the breath to open the chest. Without fear, you invite so it expands your low back and expands your upper back. And as you're grounding your legs down, you feel heavy with your legs on the ground. As we keep those deep breaths, you're gonna see me, so you're gonna think it's funny, but maybe there's nobody watching you, so don't worry about this one. We're going to open our mouths. See how it feels in the connection between the both jaws. And then you're gonna lift your head, keep your mouth open, and you're gonna lift it up. And then you're gonna reach it down with your mouth open. And then bring it back close, just soften your lips together. And then bring your right ear towards the right shoulder. And then back to the other side. Keep your eyes closed if you can. And then again, open your mouth wide. Reach it up. Reach it down. It's hard with the double chin here to do this, right? And then back, soften your lips. And then to the right. And then to the left. One more time. Another place in us that we never pay attention, in our jaw. We open the mouth. We lift it up. And down. And then back to neutral, and then to the right, and then to the left. All right, we're gonna reach the arms, bring your hands together, and then drop your chin forward. And then as you bend your elbows, you try to, pressing the hands together, you try to bring your thumbs to the back of your neck. Just see how this feels. Now interlace your fingers behind you and open up your elbows to the side. As your fingers are glued together, your head's gonna start to lift, your chin's gonna start to lift, and then you're gonna press your head into your hands. And then just with this, just by doing this, your shoulders start to open too. If you're feeling any, not just uncomfortable, any little pain in your back, you don't have to go so deep, okay? Just keep grounding your tail, your sit bones down wherever you're seated, and then taking another breath here. And then just do a little tiny bend to the right. I'm not saying a big bend, just a tiny bend. You can open all the way to the left waist, all the way to your armpit, all the way to your elbow. And then we're gonna reach to the other side and slowly down. Again, can be a little opening, a little bend, and then reach back. Awesome. Now, we're gonna reach the hands all the way down to the floor. In front of you, I have the block underneath me, so I'm gonna release that. I'm gonna bring all my butt down, and then my palms are down, but you can keep your, seating somewhere. Still have all glass around. So you're gonna press your palms, and then you're gonna round your back. Look down to your chest, look down to your belly, see how it feels in your whole spine. Now here, guys, we're gonna, as we move forward, as your heart moves forward, see if you can come kind of towards your knees as you lift your butt. Now I will need you to sink into your shoulders a little bit and drop into your hips. It's going to be a different thing. Just notice how your sides feel, how your hips, your pelvic feel, and then we're gonna go back down again. Find the ground with your sit bones, press your hands, and round your back as you look towards the belly. Now we're gonna add one more thing. We're gonna reach the right arm up, keep your left hand down, and reach all the way. Again, it's not important, the importance is not your shoulder, is your side opening. Relax that right leg, that the knee's gonna probably lift a little bit. Right hand now goes in the outside of the left arm, so it's gonna cross arms now, okay? So you do the same thing, but you pivot your right shoulder towards the right, and then you round your back if you can. You undo that arm, bring back to center, lift into your knees, and then we sink again. into the shoulders, see? So when we sink, we do the same thing as relaxing any tension in the shoulders here as you sink into their sockets. And then we come back down. Again, and coming back down, maybe you need that pillow underneath your butt. And then we press the arms, we round the back. And then we reach the left arm all the way up. Open up. If you have shoulder issues, please don't force it, okay? You're gonna kind of still do it because it's important for you to stretch, but you don't have to force it. Going to a place that is too much. Now the left hand crosses over the right. You don't have to move the right. You cross the arms and then you pivot just a little bit towards into that left shoulder. And then you round your back and look again down to the belly. And then we come all the way back. Awesome job. Oh, I wish I could see all of you. And I regretted not doing some outside classes with you guys. You know, I'm working full time, so it's really hard for me to make into those classes. Now you can interlace your fingers. Interlace your fingers. Let your palms go away from the back. Let your knuckles go away and then look down if it feels good. You don't have to drop your head. Just look down and keep sending your arms back. Keep lifting your hands away from the ground. And stretching here. A little bit more of the shoulders. And another breath. All right, relax now. Relax the arms. Now we're going to straight the right leg. And I know sorry, it was just something going on with the phone. So I know some of you have a lot of issues with the hamstrings, some of you with your knees. So you can always find support. You can have a block, you can have a pillow underneath. So it's the beginning of the class, so that hamstrings are going to be very tight. The inner hip's going to be tight. So you use what suits you. Right leg is straight. It doesn't have to be all the way to the side, like straight with the hip. It can be just like if you're trying to make a V, all right? Now we're gonna slide the hand on top of that shin. My foot is flexed, so my foot is flexed. There's energy from the bottom up to my leg. There's energy in the muscles. We are engaging that leg. And then I'm gonna slide the hand down and I'm gonna grab where I can reach. Maybe it's your ankle, maybe it's close to your knee, maybe it's underneath the leg. Grab, maybe it's your toes. And then we're gonna open a little bit the chest, the left side to the left. Open, spread the fingers of the left hand. And then we're gonna try to reach it up. And down. Now we're gonna close the chest. And then open again. We're gonna do this 3 times. We open. Now you can focus on your shoulder. And we close. We open again. Breathe in. And we close. Very gentle. Very gentle. Yes. And then we bring back to neutral. We slide that right heel. We bring the foot back and the knee down. So we're good here. You can always find a seated position to get yourself higher, especially Maureen, how your knees are doing. I want you to feel comfortable, so you can always sit in something, okay? Right hand goes to the right knee. And then we're gonna move a little bit to the right. And then back to center. Another time to the right. You might be feeling the outer hip here. And then one more time, and you remember guys, you can always do this if this is too much. And then one more time. All right, now the left hand goes down, so my left knee is going this way, my right knee is going this way, so my left hand goes to my left side. I'm gonna press both outside knees, inside knee, outside knee, and then I'm gonna lift my right arm up and over. Now the intention of this one is that my fingers are going away from my right knee and my hip, right? You're probably feeling there. Take another breath, deep breath in, And then we exhale, come back down. Now, yes, 3 more times. Inhale, we reach and breathe. Gentle. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhale and lift. And exhale and lower. Amazing. Now we bring the right foot in, left leg straight, foot flex. Remember, you can always sit in something if your low back is giving you some trouble, because when you sit something with your, just see how my pelvis lifts, so it's easier for me to fold, it's easier for me to stay seated, so you can always use something like that. Now, flexing your left foot, slide your hand where you can grab and stay. Okay, maybe the underneath your leg, you can pull yourself closer. And then that right arm go back as you can open your chest. Okay, you reach, and then we close the chest. And then we open again. And I know some of our newbies, some of our new friends that are doing first time yoga here, that are trying it out. One of the hardest things for people to start is this slow process. You know, because you're used to doing everything fast and breathing fast and feeling a lot, as the mind doesn't have to focus so much. And the importance of yoga is that you're really paying attention. You really focus, and that's how healing happens. All right, now we're done with the side. We come back, and then we bring the heel in. We bring the inner knee down. We breathe out and in. Bring your left hand to that knee that is just bent. Remember, you can be here, or if you have a lot of space in your outer hip. I don't. You know, my bone is very big there. My socket bone in my hip, so it's very hard for me to do this pose. So you can go to the side, and then we go back. And then again, we go to the side. You might be stretching the right side low back. And then back again one more time. We go to that side. And then right hand down to the floor to your side here. Left arm is gonna go up. And you can stay here if you don't want it to lift towards your knee, it's fine. If you want to, lift your butt away from the floor. Oh, I don't feel so much on that side like I felt on the other side. And then we exhale, we close. And then we inhale, we reach. Remember, we're doing 3 times. And then exhale, we fold again. And then let's do one more. Inhale, lift, open. And then exhale, we come down. Amazing, ladies. I didn't see any gentlemen there. Gary's not there today, is it? Is Ferd there? I don't know. I will check in a little bit. Hands underneath the legs. We're gonna round the upper back. Can you hold yourself having a tiny bend in your elbows? So we're gonna round the upper back, looking down to the belly, and also let your belly relax, okay? Let your belly relax. You don't have to bring the belly button in. You're feeling like your shoulder blades opening. Shoulders roll down, look down. And then, as we move towards the opposite, you press like if you're trying to sink your sit bones down to the earth. We lift the chest. Don't have to use your hip flexor so much. Who said hi there? Oi, my friend Carla just arrived in Brazil and surprised her family. Oh, I got so emotional. She showed me the video. Oh, I'm so happy. We're gonna round the back again. We're gonna breathe. We're gonna soften the belly. And then you don't have to use your hip flexors here. Hearts for you too, my friend. We're gonna lift the heart. We're gonna press and sink the sit bones and open the heart as the shoulders roll back. So you're using your arms, the strength in the back and the front of the arms, the muscles, to pull yourself forward, okay? Without using your hip flexors. And then we do one more time. We exhale and round. Inhale, we go forward. Ready to move a little bit more. We're gonna exhale, round. Inhale, now we're gonna try to straight the right leg. Exhale, we round. And again, it's gonna be just 3 times. Inhale, we lengthening and straight the left leg. Exhale, we round. Last one, guys. Inhale, trying to lengthen in both now. As you open the chest. Oh, beautiful. Let's find our ways down to the mats. Oh, I had something here. All right, your way down to your mats. Make sure you feel grounded with your low back. And then let's do some windshield swipers. Feels good here to move your head side to side too with the opposite movement. Your hands can be where it suits you. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of hip rotation before we do a slow flow, okay? So the right knee is gonna come towards your chest without you forcing with your hand. So have your arms to the sides. Having your arms to the sides. The foot is off the ground, the foot is relaxed. Maybe do some circles here with your ankle. Left knee is facing the sky. Now here, we're gonna slowly, like if we're trying to press an invisible wall in front of us, we're gonna lengthening the leg, and then we're gonna start to slowly come down, hover the floor, and then bring it back, knee towards chest, soften the belly, soften the shoulders, okay? Now we go forward again, like if we're trying to press something, we lengthen it, and then we exhale, hover towards the ground, and then we bring back to chest. Again, we engage the leg like you're trying to press into the wall, and then you lengthening, and then we go down. Last time, we bring the knee towards the chest, keeping the hips always facing up to the sky. We go forward, we lengthening the leg, and then we drop it. Now we're gonna create more of a movement as we bring the knee towards the chest and we reach the knee out. See what I'm doing? My left knee is still facing the sky. Now the knee comes back in, the same motion. Now we're gonna do that again. We press, we lift, we lower, we bring towards us. This is a great movement, guys, to do in your bed before you go to bed. You can do just a few times. Oh no, we're gonna go out. Yes, out. Always there is an outer rotation here. And then we come back in, and then we press that wall. We lift and lengthen it, and then we go down, and then pull it towards us. Remember, we're always kind of doing 3 times, so this is the last one. We go out. You're gonna probably feel a warm sensation in your hip joints and all the ligaments there in your hip, and then we come back, and then we press, and then we lift, and then now you drop your foot, you drop your heel all the way, and relax your foot. Take a deep breath in, and out through your nose, relaxing that leg completely, as much as you can. And then we slide it in, so now the foot is on the ground. Let's do the other side. Remember, be patient and be gentle. This class is all about focus and healing. And of course, making your body feel better every day. And so you're ready to face whatever comes to you, okay? So the left knee comes to your chest. We're gonna start here. We're trying to press that wall, so knee and ankle leveled, and then we lengthen. You don't have to straighten your leg if you don't have this kind of movement. And then we go down, we hover. We're not gonna touch the floor. And then you bring the knee towards your chest again. Soften your belly. And then you find that energy, like if you're really imagining a wall in front of you. And then you reach up. And then we lower. And then we hover towards us. Towards the chest. And then again, we press that invisible wall. We lengthen. And then we drop slowly. Hover towards the ground. Last time, we bring towards us. We go forward. We lift. And then we lower. Now is the last time, just this movement, because we're going to add. Now that left knee is going to go out, always out. And then the foot can come in a little bit, okay? The inner left foot. And then you reach, and then you bring it back. And we press. Now it's going to be 3 times. We lengthen. We try to reach down. Yes, your leg is probably already having a little burn, but make sure your chest is relaxed. You bring back up. We bring it out and in and press it and lengthen and drop. Hover, I meant. Bring it in. Last time. We send it out and then we send it in. You press into the wall. You lengthen, and then you let your foot go all the way down to the mat. You relax your ankle, you relax the leg muscles, the joints and the bones and all the ligaments and all the connective tissues that we need to be able to walk, to be able to do the movements that we're doing. Relaxing the belly, take another breath. And then we slide that foot in. Beautiful. Now with both feet pressed down on the floor, connect with your pelvis again. Low back on the mat. Bring your hands by your sides. Palms are facing down to the floor. Connect with the earth here with your hands. We're going to press the 3 corners of our feet, energizing the arch of your feet, okay, by pressing the 3 corners. And then we're going to lift the hips up to the sky. Breathe. And if your knees give you any trouble, if you feel like, oh my gosh, my knees kind of hurt, you can turn your toes out if that's how your body is aligned. And then you keep lifting, lengthen your neck. Breathe in, breathe out. Exhale as the one bone at a time lowers down, the arms go up, and then the knees come towards your chest. Now you bring your arms to your hands to hold your shin, and then just give you a little pressure here towards the leg, towards the chest, and then you send your head side to side. And then one more movement. Awesome. We're gonna find our right side. I'm gonna face you first so it's easier for you to focus on what I'm doing. Now, see that my left knee slides away from my right leg. So the knee is trying to move towards the floor. Can you see this? So my right knee is finding the ground, probably right in front of my right foot. So there's this opening in the outside of the hip. Now left hand, you don't have to bring your forearm. Right forearm down, left hand on the ground. It can be a very deep twist for the ones that have a sciatica, but I don't think any of you deal with this. If you do, please message me later so I know who you are, okay? And then we can press the hands, pressing the arms, and twist a little bit more if there is a space. Now you need to relax that bottom leg, all right? Relax that bottom leg. You don't have to energize that left leg either. But if you need to feel more grounded, you can press that inner knee and then rotate your torso, your chest, to face the mat, maybe a little bit more. Take another breath. Whew. That was tough for me. We're gonna lift the elbow, we're gonna walk the fingers, and then slide the left outer foot to the outside of the right leg. Now I know some of you can't do that, so what you can do is just to have your foot in front of your leg, okay? Both sit bones on the floor, you know what it is. It's an easy twist. We call this easy twist, but it's not that as easy as it looks. Now, you're bringing that leg towards you, so the right side chest faces that inner knee as you move your chest out towards the opposite side that the knee is going. Okay, what I like to do is I lasso my leg with my arm. It gives me more of a grip. And then my left fingertips go back so I can open my left shoulder. So you find your twist more grounding as you have two places to open. And then you can look towards the left. You can look towards the right. You can give some love to your neck here as you move and feeling that nice tissue opening, that fascia in your left glute all the way to your hip, all the way maybe to the back of your knee. Take one more swing here. All right, guys. Now from here, we're gonna all the way face the ground. I still have so many. My husband broke all my lights again here. The intention was good though. He was doing a surprise for our anniversary, so that was cute. All right, we're gonna have the forearms down. We're gonna have the chest open, toes on the floor, front of your feet down. So this is Sphinx. You all know how this looks like. Maybe some of you don't know how this feels like. So we're gonna press the arms down. We're gonna press the elbows, energizing as we roll the shoulders down towards the mat and down towards the hips. Lengthening the back of the neck and having the top of your head facing the sky. Now here, we're not going to engage that pose in the way that needs to, because I don't want you to force your arms too much, at least in the first one. So instead of engaging, we're just dropping the shoulders. And now we're going to let the left side of the chin move away from the left side, okay? And then doing the same thing on the other side. You can also stretch the throat here. It's a good way to stretch the parts that it's hard for you to focus. Stay in this pose and then bring it back. Now exhale, surrender your chin down to your chest and lift your low belly off the ground. Inhale, dropping the belly. Lengthening again, and then one more time. This time, not just think that left corner going away, but thinking about your ear moving towards that bottom, the right shoulder. And then to the other side. And then we bring back. We're gonna tuck our toes. We're gonna relax the chest down, move the arms by our sides, palms are facing up. Drop your right cheek down and lift your knees off the floor. Now you have your toes touching the floor as your knees are lifted. Can you do this as you're letting go of everything in your upper body? And just feel what the legs are doing to keep, all your joints are doing to keep your knees off the ground. And then we take another breath here. Now I want you to exhale, release your knees, and then point your toes. And then notice how it feels now. We're gonna bend each knee. If you can grab your foot, great. If you cannot, you can maybe grab one at a time. And to do that, if you can reach where you are, you can lift your chest, of course, and trying to grab your foot. Now this one, if it forces too much in your low back, if you're having pain, not just a stretch and comfort, but a pain in your back, you don't have to go here. But what I want you to do is just to stretch the knees and the ankles as you bring your heels in the outside of your butt, not in the inside, not towards your butt, but out. Okay? Relaxing your head and your neck. One more gentle breath here. And then we surrender the legs. Now we're gonna do the other side, guys. Right hand, and then we're gonna reach towards that other side. Right knee now goes on the floor, left knee goes forward. Hip it's kind of facing the sky as your right knee is down towards the floor. Right hand moves down in front of you, trying to twist here. What I can use to level more of that twist is my right knee is pressing to my left heel, so I can hold the leg there instead of sliding. And then I twist as much as it feels okay. Take another breath in this twist. And then as you're reaching up, take that right leg, you can help with your hand and bring to the outside so the foot goes on the outside. If you can do that, the foot can be forward. You can bring the heel a little bit more and drop your butt down. And then remember, you can use just the hand or you can use your whole arm to pick up that leg. Bring the belly in, lengthening your whole spine, sit bones grounded, fingertips down. We're gonna lift the chest. And then let's do some movement with the neck, shall we? Chin to one side, chin towards the other side, and again, chin towards one side, breathe, and to the other side. And then one more time here, chin to one side, and to the other side. Awesome. Let's bring our arms all the way down. And then finding our Sphinx again. Now this time we're going to engage our Sphinx a little bit more, okay? Pressing the forearms. Who has been with me for years, you know how to engage your Sphinx. So we're going to press the hands, we're going to press the forearms. And we're going to pretend that we're sliding forward. We're trying to slide here. Imagine that the floor is really slippery and you're trying to slide your body forward. So we're opening up the chest, we're pressing as we're moving away from the floor with your arms and lifting the chin as much as keep the top of your head facing the sky. And then just what we're going to do this time is a big circle with our head. Or maybe imagine that you're doing a circle with your nose. Awesome. Unengage and release. Now we're going to release the left cheek down to the floor, okay? Arms to the sides. Tucking your toes and lift your knees off the ground. Relaxing your upper body. Remember, there's purpose for every movement and every pose. So notice how your low back feels in this one. Take another breath. Now surrender your knees. Point your toes and surrender. Notice how it feels. Now we're going to go there again, guys. You're going to bend your knees. Again, notice how it feels. If you cannot grab your foot, that's okay. You can stay here. Or you can use a blanket to hook both legs and bring towards you if you want. Or you can lift your chest and grab one foot at a time. And then you bring towards you and the outside of your butt. Take another breath. On the exhale, you allow the feet to go back down. We're going to lift the chest, and then we're going to come towards a tabletop position. Now, your tabletop, hands are underneath, so the wrists are underneath the shoulders. Your knees are kind of underneath the hips. And then we press the floor and round the back. Now you keep lifting your mid back up to the sky. From the exhale now, from the inhale, you're going to lift your tailbone and we're going to reach the chin forward. And then from here now, you drop your butt towards your heels. And then you walk your hands forward, but keep your arms straight, okay? Roll your shoulders out and hammock your shoulders side to side, your torso side to side. Notice again how the body feels underneath your shoulder blades. Take another breath. And then slide your hands in and come back to the same tabletop. We're going to exhale, round the back, look towards the belly. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the chest, and roll the shoulders back, sending the chin forward. And then we go down towards our sit bones. Down towards our heels with our sit bones. Walk the hands, and then hammocking side to side. Now you can slide forward just enough. So see my butt kind of level with my hips, with my knees here. And then my forehead can come down. I can stay here. I can bring my fingertips together. Notice first, if you have tendency to have shoulder issues, you don't have to go as deep, okay? If you want to explore, you can bring your hands to the back of your head, and then we're exploring this pose as a relaxing pose, okay? Belly is relaxed, hips are relaxed, legs are relaxed. Chest, head, face, lips. Right, hands go back down if you have that level. And then you start to round and tuck your tailbone under. Coming forward. Not all the way down though. So we're going to slide the right knee in for a pigeon pose. So what is pigeon? I'm saying this because I know there's some beginners there. So the right knee is facing out and the right foot is coming in. But as you're doing this, there's no pain in your knee, there's no pain in your hip. You're gonna feel the stretch in your hip, but shouldn't have no pain in your knee, okay? So your right butt is not on the floor. So your hands can help you here to stay grounded. So as you look down, yes, your good parts are not touching the floor because this is the ideal for that stretch. The back, that hip flexor is stretching, and here the front, the outer and the inner thigh is stretching. And then we take another breath in and another breath out. Some that can go down. I know that some of you can go all the way to your forearms. You can use your blocks or what you have here to relax your head all the way to the mat maybe. Your arms all the way. Now the hip openers can be very intense. So you find the level that you are today. And then you hold. And then you breathe and then you release. Muscles and bones. From the toes to the knees, from the back and the outside of your legs. Alright, we're going to bring the hands back. And then we're going to slide the leg. And then slide the other one slowly. Left knee now goes forward and out. And then the foot stays in. It's not a big opening, okay? It's not a big lift. Because I don't want you to force your knees, especially if you're a beginner. And then we can drop if you are there today, or you can stay in your hands. And you breathe to the outside, to the back of your neck. You're breathing to releasing the joints as you're here. And I know, especially in the beginning, in any part, it's going to be tough days. But if you keep opening, it's a constant, you know, it's, if you can do every day, at least 3 times a week, you need to open your body, you need to move your body intentionally, consciously. All right, guys. Now you can drop your butt and find your way. Find your way down. We're going to find our ways down again towards our mats. Slowly. I know, weird noises. It's not me farting, I promise you that. It's the mat underneath me. So we're going to reach the arms up. Right goes over the left. So we're going to cross the arms here. And then trying to grab the palms. If you can grab your palms, you can grab just hands touching, both the front of the hands touching. Now you take your foot one at a time off the floor. Now as the left's going to go over the right, you're going to cross the legs. If you don't want to lift your head off the mat because your neck is not feeling very good today, you can stay here. We're just going to engage the core a little bit, okay? So we're going to bring the elbows towards the knees and we're just going to squeeze for 1 and 2 and 3. Now release that right foot down. Sliding the right hand towards the left hand towards the right elbow. Straight the right arm that should be right in front of your chest. Now let your knees fall to the right side. And if you need any prop underneath your knee, you do that. But the right, as you see, they are locked. So the right leg is pulling the left leg. And then you're doing the opposite with the arm. All right? Or you can just bring the hand to pull that arm away. And it's completely up to you. And then we bring back. And then we do the other side. We reach the arms first. Now it's the left going over the right. Okay. The right leg going over the left. You bring the elbows forward to open the shoulder blades. You lift your head if you're doing this variation. And then we're going to squeeze. I like to squeeze my elbows on the inside instead of the outside, but also up to you. Relax your ankles. And then, and then we squeeze 3 times. 1 and 2 and 3. Bring the foot back down. Let the leg slide. Right hand holds that elbow as you keep trying to straighten that arm. So there's a twist, shoulder, waist. Have your eyes to face wherever you want. Or close them. And then you bring back. And now take a moment here as you have your knees and your hands maybe in your belly, and focus in your breath for a moment or two. And then start to focus on how your body feels. And if your body needs any other movement, any other stretch, just listen. I'm going to turn off my lights so we can do our Shavasana here. Oh, Gary is there. Hi, Gary. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Jennifer, Judy, Mui, Coco, Mavis, Catherine, Monica, Maureen. So if you follow what I ask you to, just to listen to the body and do any other movement that you want, what I would recommend for everything we did today, if you have two blocks, if you do have two blocks or two big books that you can use, you can bring here and surrender the potato of your legs, your calf muscles. You surrender on your blocks. Okay, I think we did this last week, but I'm gonna focus on that again because I want the front of the legs to surrender. And then I'm having my pranayama bolster, my smallest bolster, and it's going to be parallel with my mat, the beginning of my mat, so it's going to be really close to my butt, okay? And I have just that nice little lift in my low back, especially people that have low back issues. And then you can either use your blanket underneath your head so it supports your neck, supports a little bit of your upper back, or you can use your blanket, or if you have more than one blanket, you can cover the parts of you that are colder. You can cover your feet or your chest, wherever it suits you. Right, ladies? And if you don't have, of course, I'm not expecting you to have a little bolster. You can maybe roll some blankets, or having just a pillow underneath you, it's enough. So the legs have a little lift, and they're supported by something that you have, if you have. And then the arms are open, the palms are facing up. And you can relax your head by sending side to side and letting it be free. Let's take a deep breath together and exhale together. I'm pretty sure that almost, if not all of us, have days that we think about what is the world coming to? There's so many different things and so many distractions and still so much hate and so much racism and so much of the bad stuff, where we should be right now in this year, in this decade. We should be focused in love and compassion. We already should learn between each other that the best is being and working together to build a better world. But as you hear, facing just who you are into the raw level, into just your soul and your breath, breathing here in one. You can try to focus on the union that we have with the whole universe. Especially when we allow, we can bring so much the negativity inside. And we take it like like if it was ours. Especially because we know we are connected. We don't have to take it all in, but sure enough, we feel it. So right here laying and reaching for the deepest and more pure surrender that you can give. From the fingers to the top of your head, from the outsides to the point of your shoulders, down to your fingers, from the shoulders to your hips and your toes, from the bottom of your feet to the back of your legs, all the way to the back of your neck, and all the points that makes you you, that makes you physically you, you are trying to surrender. Because if there is something that we can control, is our actions and our reactions. It's how much we can and cannot bring and hold into other people's fears. Right now, you just open yourself up to the rawest, into the most pure form of you. The form that is unchanging. The form that is always there since you were born and will be when you die. We are trying to remove everything that comes from the outside. And we're just being us, our pure form, the pure, open and raw form of us. Where all you can feel is gratitude. And all you can be is be. Nothing more, nothing less. Just be. Relax, dear ones. Be in peace. Knowing that now where you are, everything is okay. And remember, when you're ready to move the body, to start to waking up the body again, to move to one side, be gentle, be kind as you move. When you're finding that seated position, when you're ready to come back from your relaxation, make sure you root yourself down again before you continue in your day, in this beautiful day. That we are so blessed to have those days of warmth, to have the sun touching again our skin. I wish you all a deep, beautiful, deep peace inside, and that you can let go of the undesirable things, and that you can let go of the things that doesn't serve you any longer. I wish all of you, Maureen, Monica, Catherine, Mavis, Coco, Mui, Judy, Jennifer, Sheila, Carla, Gary, all of you, a wonderful day. And I will see you all soon. Namaste.